Okay.
If I'm on my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I'm on my way home, yeah. If I'm on my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I'm on my way home, yeah.
This is the move. For those who
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
I could be learning, you could be yearning to see what's behind these closed doors. But I promise you, baby,
Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha, and we are rocking the bear guy tonight. I know Edwin and Fiery, I saw them saying bear guy, so hey, here we are, right? Welcome. It's Friday, you guys. Yeah. No, I'm not going to be playing the Gundam Warfare thing anytime soon. Even if they start a tournament, well, it's not happening. I don't have time for that. I have one passion already. This. So no, I am not playing that game. Sorry to rain on anybody's parade or pee in anybody's Wheaties, but that didn't go well last time, so I'm not going to say that too often here tonight. But, welcome you guys. Friday. It's the weekend. Here we are. Tomorrow's the big class. So, if you have the opportunity to make it to Laurel, Maryland tomorrow to the Hobby Works out there, Justin and I will be putting on a scale model photography class tomorrow from 1 to 3. And then we'll be hanging out and helping people shoot pictures of their own cool models and stuff like that. So we'll have all the gear to make you look good. Bringing all my gear. I know Justin's bringing a ton of gear. So yeah. So here we are. If you want to get one of these cool-ass little bear guy t-shirts, because this is one of my favorites, I'm not going to lie to you, www.childofmecha.com, hit the store, button up at the top. You'll find shirts, hats, bags, and all sorts of other stuff. If you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we are working with here tonight, there's a little Amazon link just below here on YouTube and Twitch. That side if you're watching on Facebook. Man, it's got everything. It's got, you know, like I said, all the tools and materials and stuff. We've got the gear for streaming, if you're into that. Books for inspiration. Man, I get a little bit of a commission based off the stuff you buy, but it does go to help out the stream. So you're given to a good cause. Aside from that, if you're looking for kits or paints or accessories or Mecha Decal in 1/100, 1/44 scales, available in white, red, and gray now. Hit up our good friends right down here, USA Gundam Store. Adam and the crew will definitely hook you up. I have been seeing a lot of Mecha Decals showing up, especially like on Instagram and stuff like that. I know Julius got his. I know Terry got his. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. Hopefully they look good. Hopefully they meet your expectations. I'm confident that they will. But enjoy, because they are they're the best in the world. Oh man. Anywho, so real quick, just to show you what everybody's getting, these little guys right here. Oh, see? Now these are the new 144s right here. We got red, we got gray, and we got a blank blue sheet that you're not going to get anything on. No, that's the white. It's hard to see. I know. Anyway, $8.99 for the big ones, 1/100s, $6.99 for the small 144s. This 144s are just as clear as the 1/100s. It's amazing. It really is. It's awesome. So, go buy some and put them on your kits. Send me pictures. I want to see them in action. I want to see them in the wild. Let me see what you do with them. I've seen some of the white 1/100 scale out in the wild, and they look pretty good. They look pretty good. I'm happy about it. Let's see. Terry says, going to put the decals on my kits this weekend. Nice. Woobish. What's going on, man? Ordered a complete set today. What? Thank you, man. Thank you, Woody. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for watching too, man. If you haven't been around, or if you have been around, you've just been kind of lurking. That's cool too. Don't worry about it. But hey, thanks for watching, man. Zero Kai says, I want a green Mecha decals for my custom Buster Gundam. That may not be. That may not. I don't know. It may not happen. I don't know. But it's a thought, right? Green, maybe. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Donnie's over there on Facebook. He says, howdy. What's going on, man? Oh, no. Ruslam says, howdy. Donnie says, heyo. What's going on, guys? Oh, man. Woobish says, I have to get up at money. I think 4. I think 4. But he's got to get up to make the money, probably. So that's cool, too. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. But, hey, thanks for checking in, buddy. Appreciate that. 4:30 a.m. during the week. Ooh, that hurts. Yeah, that hurts. And Virgil says, your decals and our campaign. Dude, you know what? That's awesome, because I got to give, and that's actually a really good segue to what I was going to real quickly talk about, because Frank from Armored Komodo North America sent me a little package in the mail the other day, and man, I could not be more happy. Let's go to camera 2 so you guys can see. Oh, look at that. Wow. Ho, 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 ho. Yes, sir. Oh, look at all these sparklies, all the sparkly colors. Look at this, all the color shift, all the beautiful pigments, man. He hooked it up with the full set of chroma flares, man, and just the trouble I can get into with these things is just, yeah, just crazy. Don't mind the wavy line. That's the bag. That's not the thing. But yeah, man. Just so crazy. So just yeah. Just so much here. I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. It's crazy. Like, some of these colors are just nuts. Like, it's hard to see this little purple color right here. I think that's the blackberry purple. Yeah, that's crazy. You do highlights like on that, on like a what you call it, a Cublé, and then you hit it with some of this on the white, and that's the wasabi. That's the wasabi color, or one of the other colors, like the Shirogane, the Yugen, the Shibu. These are, ooh, focus. There we go. So both of these are very similar, but they, you know, when you see them, they do have different properties to them. So really, really awesome stuff. So big shout out to Armored Komodo North America and Armored Komodo Heavy Industries over there in the Philippines. Thank you, you guys. Man, you guys are too much. But, man, it just didn't stop there. It did not. No. They sent me the water-based white and black base. These are light curing, you guys. So evidently they cure in UV light. So that's something. That's exciting, actually. I can't wait to try these, man. These look pre-thinned, but it says you can thin with water on the back here on the instructions. So yeah, these should be great. Water-based acrylic colors for hand painting, satin finish, fast drying, can be top coated with Arcom's lacquer top coats. That's impressive as well. Thin with water as preferred prior to hand brushing. So I guess you hand brush these? I guess you don't airbrush these. I'm gonna have to take a look at the instructions on their website and really kind of dig in and see what's what with these. Because I've not done my homework on these particular base coats. So yeah, this should be pretty interesting. Virgil says you can airbrush. Okay, cool. I was thinking that, but it doesn't say anything about airbrushing on the instructions. So yeah, but they also sent me, boom, the Chroma Flare Sealer. Yeah, there's no instructions on it, but I'm sure you can airbrush this on and go crazy with it. It looks, you know, like you can see, looks nice and pre-thinned, ready to go. So yeah, man, I'm hooked up by by the awesome guys at Armored Komodo, North America and the motherland. So pretty cool, yeah, pretty damn cool. Hey, Matt's Models Custom UV Cure, yeah, man, UV Cure base coats, cures in UV light. That's pretty wild, right? I've never messed around with that, right? Brandon says, are those specific for using their powders? Shit, I dropped it. I believe so, but you know, from what I've heard from a bunch of people, Wilson Alanea especially, he uses the Vallejo metal varnish to get that to get those to lay down, and I used that and had a great success with it. So I'm going to defer any information to Wilson at that point, because he's the man when it comes to that stuff. So but excited to play around with this. This could be interesting. This could be very, very interesting, especially as like highlights and stuff. You could get pretty crazy with that. Yeah, you could get pretty crazy with that. So I'm kind of excited. Yeah. Franco358 says, got the decals today. Awesome, dude. That is awesome. I'm so glad that you guys like them. That is great. Let's see. Let's scroll back up here and catch up with the chat, shall we? Chris Pabs is over there on Facebook. Zashawn is over there on Facebook. All of them saying hi. Jody's with us. Perth Zaku girl. Yeah, I used the decals from my on my Frozen Teardrop, going to get some gray as I do a lot of white builds. Sweet, thank you. Gamerbud says, I will christen the shoulder I'm building now with some of your decals. That's great, right? Let's see. Everybody's talking about. Manny says, nice. It's a sample pack, right? These aren't samples, dude. These are full on. These are what you get when you buy them in, online and if they're available in stores and stuff like that. So yeah. Zero Kai said, did they send you a full palette set? Yes, they hooked it up with the entire Chroma Flare collection. What can I say, man? Those guys are great. They really, really are great. And if you need help in any way, shape, or form, Johnny on the spot. They are ready to go, and they will help you out with application issues and stuff like that. Man, really, really good stuff. Can't say enough about them, man. It's good company. Good company. Let's see. Space Rat 53 watching your stream while watching Outlaw Armageddon 5 Street Racing. Interesting. He says, my cousin Casey Rance is in the True Street category after a motorcycle category coming up. Pretty cool, actually. Weapon X found out you're coming out to California for the New Type BuildCon. Yes, I am. And I'm going to be one of the judges for the Mecha competition. So gear up for that, because that's going to be fun. Chris Pab says, don't leave those out in the sun for sure. Yeah, right? Even the bottles. Yeah, no, they're staying put away, trust. Let's see. Julio Ponte, Clippin' Nubs. He's with us over on YouTube. What am I doing? Max de Guzman, he's over there on Facebook. Sup, y'all? What's going on, Max? Hulonius. What's going on, buddy? Let's see. Julio Ponte says, the Derriere disaster. Derriere deity? Posterior personified, Hulonius says. It's an inside joke, y'all. Please do tell. Anyway, let's see. So Julio and Hulonius and Manny Mecadillo evidently are coming down tomorrow to the class in Laurel, Maryland. So can't wait to meet the three of you guys. That is going to be awesome, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So that'll be really, really good. Let's see. Here we go.
We have a question.
Manny, He says, do I need any of the Mark Setter softer things for Mecha Decals? Technically no. Technically no, because if you had seen the piece that we applied the original white ones on, we just laid these down with just water. No setter, no solution, anything. Just water. And they laid down really nice and crisp. But I always recommend at least setter. Just to have that extra assurance that those decals are going to stay in place once they dry. So that's just me. Overkill, in my opinion, is underrated. So I always caution on the side of overkill. But that's just me. That's just me. Let's see. Chris Pabs, they gave me so much info for that video. Really good company for sure. Yes. Yes, they are, man. Armor Komodo is great. Let's see. Rushalam, need? No. But it can help in getting them set in those panel lines. Yeah. If you're laying them across panel lines, then I would definitely say setter and softening solution. I use Micro Sol and Micro Set. Those are my two favorites, and I've never had an issue with them. Very, very rarely do I ever get silvering, and when I do, it's always from the same damn sheet, so I think I know why those particular decals silver, and they happen to be high Qs. So what are you going to do? But I think it was an early version of theirs for some strange reason. I don't know. But anyway, no, you don't need it, but it's probably good to use anyway. So, yeah, and Julio Clip and Nub says, yeah, on curved surfaces. On curved surfaces, yeah, you wanna soften those up a little bit and get them nice and laid down. Yeah. Brandon 5269, how do you apply them? I got some Decal Sol and have not used yet. Decal Sol, SOL, is the softener. Decal Set is more kind of like like a glue almost, right? So not exactly a glue, but it's an adhesion promoter for water slide decals. That's what you want. You want Micro Set, or whatever setting solution that you can get. That's what I use, and like I said, man, it's really, really good. Sorry, how do you use? Oh, okay. So Microset and Microsol. Microset I use all the time with every single decal. And what I actually do is dip the decals that I want to place in water, lay them on like a paper towel or like a Tupperware lid or something like that, just like a little palette to catch the water and the kind of the drip off. Once those separate from the carrier sheet, then I use my handy dandy tweezers, and then I actually dip the entire decal in Decal Set or Micro Set, which is the brand that I use. I dip the whole thing in there. I don't mess around. I dip it in, pull it out, just kind of get the excess off, lay it down, and then I use a makeup sponge, just a little, the little triangular makeup sponges. You get them at Target, Walmart, wherever, wherever they sell makeup or stuff like that. Even like convenience stores and stuff will probably have them if they have like makeup and stuff. But I'll use that to kind of sponge up any of the water and stuff like that, or the the liquid and all. And then after that, you let them dry, let them cure basically for like 24 hours. I shoot overkill, so I put mine in a food dehydrator for probably about 12 of those hours. Take them out for another 12, just let them sit and let them just basically just dry out, right? Then after that, man, your decals are good to go. So that's kind of how I do it. I I know I went through this process back during the Gesta, so dig back into the past episodes with the Gesta, and you'll probably be able to find a few where I'm actually applying decals and stuff. So it's worth the hunt. Let's put it that way. Worth the hunt. Max de Guzman says, yes, I love that stuff. Micro set, I guess? Yeah, me too. Hey, what's going on, Dougie? Silver Stray's over there on Twitch. What's going on, man? And so is Gary. Gary Gumpa. Y-Rag. He's got some sort of little meat emoji thing going on. I don't know what it is, dude. But what's going on, Gary? Man, everybody's here tonight. That's good. Wobish says, I'll be seeing you on the 19th, and my daughter is building a petite guy to enter into the competition. What? Awesome. The 19th, you mean the 17th? In Richmond? I hope so. That would be cool, man. That'll be cool. Gary's like, happy Friday. Silver Stray. Doug says, it's Friday night. Woo! Yes, it is. It is Friday night. So, hey, and you know what? And speaking of Brandon, 5269, he just had a daughter, newborn, right? And we took up a little collection of stuff for like care package and everything, and I'm happy to say that those are starting to come in. Bill Ruslam, we got yours, and Julius Dembski. Sarge, if you're watching, I don't know if he's... I think I saw Sarge in the beginning, but we got yours as well. Good to go. So, those are starting to come in. I love it. Mecha Army. So, once we get everybody's... you know, care package things, Brandon, we'll get those sent off to you, buddy. We'll get those sent off, so... And, like I said, we'll throw in some other goodies in there for you, too. So, not to worry. Let's see. Yeah, 17th. Wobish. Cool. That's awesome, Woody. Awesome, dude. That's going to be a lot of fun. That is going to be a lot of fun. We're teaching 2 classes on the 17th. If you guys aren't familiar, we're going to be down in Richmond Hobby Town. Hobby Works is tomorrow. Hobby Town is the 17th. Me and Justin are going to be doing 2 classes down there. We're going to be doing simple details, and then we're going to be doing the photography class again for you guys. So it's going to be a cool day, man. GBWC, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be an event. So if you can get out there, if you have the ability to get out to Richmond on the 17th, I highly suggest it because it's going to be so much fun. So come on out for that, right? Let's see. Doug Silverstray says, I need to figure out how to build my GBGW Gunpla in real life. Oh, that game. I don't play the game, Doug. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Oh, man, you kit bash that bitch, right? It's all kit bashing anyways, right? From what I've seen. They're not great kit bashes either. Some of these just look like monstrosities that I've seen on the thing, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Anyway, Brandon says, time is flying by already. I appreciate it. You guys don't know how to say thank you enough, man. You know what? Mecha Army, man. It's all you gotta say. It's Mecha Army. That's what we do, man. Julie Stemsky, here we go.
We have a question.
Boom. Okay, so he says, after rinsing parts in alcohol and letting them dry, have you ever had any residue left on the parts? What should I do to prevent this? It can happen. It can happen, especially in stubborn situations, right? In that case, man, toothbrush, go to town, some dish soap, mix it with water, just get in there with that sumbitch, right? If that doesn't do the trick, then go for your more heavy-duty degreasers like Zepfast 505, like I always recommend, Purple Power, you know, that kind of stuff. Get in there and just kind of... Vrogin, What's going on? Welcome. Thank you for the follow. You get one of these, buddy. Welcome to the Mech Army. Thank you for watching. Yes. But yeah, you know, so what I would do is just kind of take it in stages. If you got residue left over, just one of these, little dish soap, water, boom, done. Rinse it off, put it back in the alcohol just to take any of that residue off. You should be good to go. If not, step it up to a more aggressive cleaner, like I said, like the degreaser, and kind of do that whole rigmarole again. Should be good after that, unless it's something like tar or molasses or some crazy shit like that, right? I don't know. Anyway, Bear says, bear guy head on a Barbados chest. Dougie, you are a creative individual, sir. I love it. Fiery says, water after the alcohol, I guess. Never had an issue. Yeah. Just rinse it off, you know? Just rinse it off. That's all. Gary over there on Twitch, he says, LOL, I have a Bear Guy backpack booster. Really, Gary? Like, you have the bow and everything? Like, really? Gary's going to be in, like, PvP or something like that, beating people down with the Bear Guy bow on his back and everything, being like, what's up now? Oh, man. Taz is with us. What's up going on, Robbie? He's over there. Gundam Taz 77. He's over there on YouTube. Go follow him on the good old Instagrams. Taz is going to be on tomorrow night on the Four Horsemen. The return of the Four Horsemen live stream. So that'll be fun, right? Hopefully I can catch it. Hopefully I won't be too exhausted from tomorrow, and you know, hopefully I can watch it. If not, I'll try to catch the replay, right? But he's gonna be on there with James No Zaku Boy. He's gonna be on there with Geo Gumpla Geo, and also my boy Shane Mr. Daft Robo. The four of them together are the Four Horsemen of the Mechapocalypse. Love those guys, man. Go watch it if you have the ability. And, yeah, they're going to be doing some cool shit on there. Like they always do. And it's just fun to hear Rob laugh. It really is. Anyway. Weapon X69 over there on YouTube. Oh, I lost the comment. It scrolled up too fast. Never wash my runners. LOL, just straight build. Yeah, you know. And if you're just straight building, not a big deal. But if you're, like, customizing and... you know, you're using glue and you're sanding and you're doing all that sort of custom stuff. Yeah, it's best to wash them, because to get all that sanding dust and debris and any leftover glue and, you know, the oils from your hands especially, because that will definitely ruin your day if you have, you know, a lot of oil on your skin and you transfer it to the surface of your model, especially on the corners and you know, raised surfaces and stuff like that where it catches a lot. Wash your shit. Wash your hands too. I wash my hands every single time before the stream, just to make sure they're nice and clean, right? Yes. Let's see, Bry Guy. What's going on, Brian? He says, yay, Bear Guy shirt. Thank you, man. Let's see. Gundam Taz, I just got some Simple Green. There you go, Taz. It's not the... Simple Green isn't the greatest, you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It's watered down. Me personally, if you're in the States, Zep Fast 505 from Home Depot. I don't know if you can get it outside of the States or not. But, especially in Australia... Your guys' bleach is like battery acid here compared to here in the States. Our bleach is watered down. It's like half water and half bleach, and it's wimpy. Yours is like full on, like it'll take your face off bleach, right? So, you know, you can use that to strip paints and strip the metallic off of coated kits and stuff like that too. So yeah, you guys probably have something equivalent down there, just saying. Let's see. Black Otter Team. Yo, Tim, what's the haps? Man, nothing much, man. It's Friday. I can't wait. We got a class tomorrow. We're going to have some fun, right? So, thanks for watching, dude. Space Rafty 3, right leg hose broke apart on my Master Grade Zaku F2 towards the end, connecting it into the thigh. Tried getting the end out of it, only for it to fly off somewhere. We'll try to make that work somehow. Dude, yeah, just custom build something, and you can do it. We've shown you how. Let's see. Cheers for the plug, General. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, Gundam. Taz, Robbie. Gary's over there on Twitch. He says, Taz giggles OP of all time. I agree, man. I agree. Manny says, yo, Bri, are you coming tomorrow? Brian says, where, Manny? Manny says, to Maryland. Bri says, nah, I can't, but I have to work tomorrow to make up the day I missed today for a family ER visit. Ooh, hope everything's good, man. Hope everything's good. Let's see. Gundam Taz, we don't fuck around in Oz. That's true with the bleach. Yeah, no, that's... You guys don't. Brandon says, you heard it here, guys. Tim says to... books your bleach to concentrate if you're in the state. Yeah, right. Oh man, just kidding. We don't have the purple power, though. I don't think. Taz says, okay. Kenneth Sim off topic. Anyone check out the Build Diver new kits? Any thoughts? Yeah, I think they look terrible, but that's just me. I mean, I don't exactly have the best track record when it comes to Build Diver kits, right? But these seem especially pathetic. Especially the little guy. What is up with the little guy? I know. He gets add-on parts and it makes him into a bigger guy. It just seems odd. No, it just seems odd. Seems really weird. That's all. And that in the new Xeon Gundam with the big Z on the chest and the red and the gold and the big Xeon sword and all that. Like, the best one is the Night Gundam thing, and that's not even that good. There. It's Build Divers. What do we expect, right? I mean, were we expecting something good? I wasn't. You know what? Okay, so timeout on that. Rewind it. Jody's got a very good point. Perth Zaku girl. I kind of need that Haro Zaccarello. Okay. I retract my statements. That's the one good one. The one good one out of the entire line. The Haro Zaccarello little crazy looking thing. Like, I can't believe they actually did it, but I think it's pretty cool, yeah. I think it's pretty cool. Bright Guy says, everything's good. Thank God I have 15 family members that are doctors in the ER. Whoa. Okay, I mean, as long as everything's good, Brian. Jeez. Oh, yeah, you know what? Okay, so let me take that back. The one with the big creepy arm, I don't like the design, but I think that the big creepy arm will be good for kit bashing and stuff like that, especially on master grades, because that'll come in. I think that'll come in pretty handy. Yeah, I do dig that arm, and I'll probably get multiples of that kit just for the arm, and then I can kit bash my way through those kits like I do everything else, right? Why not? Silver Stray, Dougie says, Tequila Gundam. Why not, right? Why not? Fiery says the little guy looks like when folks mix 144s and SDs. I know, right? He really does. He's so cute, though. He's just a little guy. But it's so weird. Edwin RSA says, I say no to Xeon Gundam, but the Odd Hands one probably going to need that for a kit bash. See? Me and Edwin are right here, man. Me and Edwin are right there. Jody Zaku Girl says, yeah, the rest are trash, just the Haro. Yeah, the Haro and the weird arm guy. I think those are the two saving graces. And I totally forgot about them because it's a completely forgettable line at this point, right? William Wilm says, the red and gold dragon pet thing has my attention. I mean, maybe. Bry Guy, everything is good. Brandon, thank you. Okay, cool. Jason PS3, what's going on over there on YouTube? He says the Master Grade Barbados looks good. It's been getting better as more prototypes and pictures and stuff like that come out. They got rid of the bed post on the big mace. It doesn't have all those weird curly things on it. It's just kind of a straight handle now, which I think looks a lot better. And it looks like they through the production prototype, sorted out some of the proportions and stuff like that too. So kind of happy to see that. But again, I'm gonna wait until I see more. Let's see. Since they aren't 1/100, I just hope they have some good parts for bashing. Ruslam said that. Yeah, Bill. I mean, what are you gonna do? That's probably the only thing they're good for, right? Gundam Taz says, I need to check these. Be right back. Go get them, man. Fiery says, handy. They are handy. They will be handy. I'm not gonna lie. Brandon says, yeah, I need to look at these. Where is the best place to seek them all? Dude, just check pretty much any Facebook group. Check Zaku Aurelius. Check his Facebook page. I didn't share them just because everybody else was sharing them, and it just seemed counterproductive, and it's not really my thing anyway. But yeah, there are. And you know what? And actually, I think you can see them probably on USA Gundam Store too. I think Adam might have them up for pre-order. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that yet. I know he's got the Barbados up for pre-order. I don't know about the rest of them, but it might be worth a check. I don't know. Zero Kai says build fighters and build diver kits are basically kit bash fodder. I agree with that. Bry Guy, what do you think of the Zodiac Gundam based on the Year of the Pig? I don't know. I don't remember it. If it was in the series, if it was in that new series, I've completely forgotten about it. So I don't know. Let's see. Julio says, I'm nubbing out that barb. He's nubbing it out. Meaning he's going to put the nub spin on it. He's going to call it, he's going to do a Barbados version nubs. As in clipping nubs. We get it. Fiery says, I love the whole build series. Tons of really creative kits. They are creative, just not my style. Gunplay in Miami. Chrissy's over there on YouTube. What's up, everyone? He says, what's going on, man? Doug says, Silver Stray, the Master Grade Barbados from A. Looks like the same IBO frame. You know what? It actually isn't. There's a lot of differences between the Master Grade inner frame and the full mechanics. I looked at that specifically to see what the differences were, and there are significant differences. A lot of the technical things, like what is it? Like the back skirts. The back skirts on the inner frame of the full mechanics didn't move. They were attached. These are like hinged and everything, so it's pretty cool. Fiery says, G Gundam is my favorite series of all time, though. I'm sorry. I'm not. Hey, whatever. Barbados frame. Okay, sorry, Doug. Sorvan says you need to look closer at the promo pics. It's got some improvements like working pit. Yeah. See what Sorvan says. What's up, Sorvan? Chris Gumpler Miami. What did I miss? Not much, man. We're just talking. Just kind of talking right now. Haven't gotten to work yet. And here it is, almost an hour in, and we're just talking. But that's okay, right? Because that's fun. Bry Guy, it's not on the new series. It's like a standalone kit that they have as a possible concept. Is that the one that is like a Gundam and it's got like the chest thing and it's sort of like pink? Is that the one? I don't know. Chris Pabs says, Julio, I'm also getting the Master Grade Barbie. Let's have a build-off. Dude, Chris Pabs versus Clip and Nubs? What? Should be interesting, right? McDio Manny says, the Master Grade inner frame looks beefy. It does kind of look beefy, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah. Edwin Arce says, I have an idea for a next project requiring a big hand, and then Bandai answer my need for that certain parts with that odd-handed Gundam. There we go. Ask and Bandai shall provide. Gunplay me. Not much. Julio's shitty day at work. Oh man, that's too bad. That's too bad. Here to chill. There we go. Why not, right? Silver Straight Doug says, okay, that's good. Then there's the upgrades that Master Grade should have. I'll have to build it and see. There we go. Brandon says, not a big fan of any of those new kits. Let's see. Julio's Chris Pabs here. Julio says he's gonna whoop my ass. Just try. Just try. So Julie Stemsky has a question.
We have a question.
He wants to know what's the difference between the basic chroma flare, the multi chroma flare, and the ghost chroma flare. Okay, so there are, and let's go back to 2 cameras so you guys can see here. So it's probably easier to show you this way, right? Okay, so you have the basic chroma flares, which are one color, right? But then you have some like here, which are color shifting in the light. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that one to shift or not. But they have different, multiple colors in it, right? So like this Cygnus one here is red, orange, and green. This Stingray is red, orange, and copper. Let's see. Orion here is green, blue, violet. Those are kind of your multi chroma flares, and then the ghost chroma flares are the ones in white. The Shirogane, the Shibu, the Yugen, and the Wasabi. Those are the ones that you put over white, and it kind of it's almost like a holographic kind of look. But yeah, those are the differences. So the multis are the color shifters. Those are the cool ones. But even still, just the basic ones are kick ass. So good question. Good question. Sorvan says, I'm gonna wait till they do a lupus anyways. That's the right answer, Sorvan. Thank you. I agree. Sorvan, cheers, buddy. We're right here. Love the lupus. Love the lupus, man. It's the best one of them all. Best one of them all. Gundam Taz says, okay, so I dig the big arm one, the Haro, and the quad leg. He says the rest are rubbish. Terry T over there on YouTube says, I hope Bandai makes a fish Gundam from Build Divers so that I don't have to try and build it for her. Man. That's pretty cool. Chris Pab says, it's all about participation, man. Talking to Julio. Julio says, I'm down, Pabs. There you go, Chris. There you go, buddy. Gundam Taz, Robbie says, they should make the jumping Gundam as well, Terry. There you go. Julio says, I'm going to get the Lupas too. See? After applying Komodo, could you coat them? Yes, Kenneth Sim. You can... let's go camera 2, because then we'll start to work. They sent me this specific Chroma Flare sealer, but they also said you can use like the all-clad aqua gloss over top of it. Chris Pabs, what did you use for your top coat over the Chroma Flares? I haven't gotten that far to top coating, so I don't know what works and what doesn't at this point. So that's kind of the next step. Fiery says Mermaid Gundam. That was from G Gundam. And Bright Guy says, yup. Julius Dempsey, what site did you find those kits on? I need to check them out. The new ones. Julius, like I said, pretty much any Facebook group right now has a post dedicated to those new kits. Or check them out maybe on Zach's Facebook page or USA Gundam. I don't 100% know if Adam has them up for pre-order yet or not. I know he's got the new Barbie up for pre-order, so there's that, right? So, let's see. Oh, nice. Jolly good. All right, so eyes on. Here we are. Let's get caught up, shall we? All right, so zoomed in. Let's show you. You know what? Before we jump into this, let's show you the progress on the back skirt here. I made a little bit of progress last night and today. Yesterday was kind of busy, so I didn't get a chance to work a ton. But here is the most recent updates to the back skirt, right? So just 3 little things, right? So this Kotobukiya little option part, and then these 3 1mm. These are half rounds, you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but those are roundy, right? Those are half round 1mm strips that I cut down, sanded the ends round and everything, made those look good. And then I added just this little guy right over here on the side. So that's the current state of the back skirt, right? As far as details go, I think I'm done up to this point, right? I want to figure out something to do with this big feature here. Maybe just a simple scribe. I don't know. But the next step for these is going to be figuring out this area here. And I don't know if I want to redo this here or not. I'm not too keen on this little vent guy here. I might rip that out and replace it just for the hell of it. But that's the current state of the back skirts. I think that looks really cool, especially these 3 here with all the scribes and everything like that. I think it looks good. So that's the state of that. So let's pull in the back skirts and see where we are. Last time we were together, we were filling in this little weird thing here. We were filling in these, pre-molded, kind of weird divot things, right? And then we glued on these backing strips so that we can glue on our height extensions there. So that's what we're going to be doing now. Chris Pab says, all-clad clear coat gloss for overall top coat, but Mr. Color Super Clear 3 UV cut works awesome too. So I guess you can lacquer top coat over the Chroma Flares. That's good to know. That's actually really good to know because I love Mr. Super Clear gloss. I love it. It's good shit. That's all I use. Gundam Taz says, just checked out Awesome Toys TV, Julius, on YouTube. Oh, okay, cool. Brandon says, went back and looked deeper into those new kits. The big arm, I see a lot of potential for. Yeah, me too. Donnie Baxter's over on Facebook. He says, love all-clad top coat. There we go. Another endorsement. Bry Guy says, what happened to that other game that was IBO based? Anyone know? No, don't really care. Because all I know, it was like a mobile-based thing, like a prequel to IBO or something like that. And I think it was only Japan anyway, so whatever. Superstep 5, I'm late. I got lost in a losing streak in some solitaire. What I missed? Dude, not much. We were just talking for probably about the first half of the show, and now we're getting into actually working. So, go figure, right? Brandon decided not to buy new nippers yet. Instead, I bought more Instaset, thinner, and a bunch of evergreen strips, half round and sheets. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. That's up in your game, man. I love that. I love that. That's good. That's good. William Williams says, Bry Guy, that IBO game was released only in Japan. Okay, so, yeah. Spider2K2, James, what's going on, Jimmy? All-clad top coats are all I use. There you go. Bry Guy says, LOL, I thought we were going to get new IBO kits. Oh, well. Yeah, you know, the one mech that they showed from that game had a lot of potential. It was really, really cool. Sword, shield, the whole nine, like a precursor to the Barbados, but nope. Bandai's like, not today. What are you going to do, right? We can just build our own, guys. We have a Master Grade Barbados coming out. Just build your own. It's easy. All right, so without any further ado, let's get busy with this. So what we need to do first is we need to super glue some 2mm strip along the top here to complete our height extension on the top here, right? So what we're gonna do is we are going to cut some strips here, and we're just going to kind of rough cut these down to what we need, just like that. Grab that with a tweezer and get our good old Bob Smith, booyah, Bob Smith Industries super glue. Best stuff. We're going to get the little bottle here. We are going to just kind of slather this up with super glue. Now, I'm not going to be too careful with how much I put on here. Yes, they say a little goes a long way, but a lot fills in gaps too, so don't forget that. We're going to actually kind of round this, just kind of bend this so it rounds over a little bit, because there is a bit of curve to this. And then we're just going to go about setting that guy right in there. Come on now, let go. There we go. Alright, just like that. Ah, come on. Don't glue my hand to it. Okay, so now we're going to get some more glue right here in that gap right there to fill that in, right? Okay, so that's what we got so far. Now, what we got to do is we got to hit this with a little bit of kicker. Ugh. The Instaset, the Bob Smith Industries Instaset, and we're going to spray that off here. And that's going to quickly set this super glue. It's going to take maybe 10-15 seconds. And then we'll get back to it and start building the sides, making the strip on the sides and everything like that. So this should not take too long at all. It's getting there. We'll give it a few more seconds. Let's see. Spider2K2, James says, I want to detail the fudge out of that inner frame. I like fudge. Fudge is yummy. It really is. It is good. Anyway, let's see. Taz says, meanwhile, I bought some pouring resin. Gonna try a beach dio next week. Ooh, Taz is getting Fancy. Taz is getting fancy, man. Scuffle's with us. He says, at least we're getting a Master Grade Barbados. Yeah. What's up, Scuffle? Good to see you. Spider2K2 says, I'll be completely honest, I do want that Master Grade Barbados. Dude, you know what? A lot of us are waiting for the Lupus. It's gonna happen. It's gotta happen, right? It's got to. It can't not happen. The Lupus is the best one. Hands down. The best design of the entire Barbados line. Easy. Anyway. Taz says the Master Craftsman to noobs. Shut up, Taz. You can do it. Making your own. The time has passed. Never mind. Anyway, Brandon says, I'm interested in using UV resin for gap filling and custom details. UV resin's pretty interesting. You know, the issue with the UV is that if you don't store it in a dark place, it can set and really get messed up, right? But with like the CA, right? You can get that pretty much anywhere. You can get the kicker, the Instaset type stuff. You can get zip kicker and the whole nine. It's the same stuff. You can get that at pretty much anywhere, and it's easy to use too. Really easy to use. William Williams says, I might pick up the Master Grade Barbados, but really I am counting down for the high grade Penelope, right? And then the Master Grade Cassie or Zai or however you pronounce it after that, right? That's just I don't know anything. That's just a prediction. I'm dead serious. I do not know anything. I wish I did. I really do. But that's just my prediction. I predicted the high grade Penelope back when they first announced the trilogy, the Hathaway's Flash trilogy. So, I mean, it only makes sense that they're going to make the Cassie or the Zai or however you pronounce it into a Master Grade. Come on now. The Penelope's too big. Penelope would have been bigger than the Deep Striker and all that crap. So, yeah. I never saw that one being a Master Grade, but I can definitely see the Cassie as a Master Grade. Yeah. So, there you go. But, yeah, I wish I knew more. But unfortunately I do not. So, there you go. Let's see. Phil builds stuff. What's going on, Philly? Can't lie, my body is ready for the Master Grade Barbie. Okay. The chat went weird. Per Zaku girl says, ready for the Penelope. Need that chunky boy. Right? Scuffle says, wait, what brand CA glue is he using that just called the best CA glue? Didn't he say back when that Loctite was the best? Yeah, you know what? It was, but then I found a new best. What are you going to do, right? Taz says, can't wait for the Barbie. Keen for the 1/100 Mika figure. Nice. Now, which Mika version are we getting? Are we getting the Mika or the Mika, right? Come on, man. You know you're thinking the same thing that I am. Spider2K2 saw the third-party Barbados Lupus kit on Model Central. That looks good. Interesting. And I finally got notification today that my Alex 2.0 is on the way. Nice. Donnie Baxter says, Lupus smells like P. Bandai. I'm excited for prospect of grays and variants. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they do I don't know. The Lupus, I think, is really, really popular. I don't think they do the P. Bandai with us. I don't think so. I mean, that's just my gut, you know? But I could be wrong. Super Sapphires, while I was working on my Master Grade Alex 2.0 last night, I thought about what colors to choose for painting. I'm thinking on Titan's color scheme. Then I got the idea of a mono-eyed Alex. I'm thinking I'm going to do a Zeta era Alex 2.0. Interesting. Let's see. Kenneth Sims, I'm just hoping for more AOZ kits, right? Sorvon Zero says, very interesting idea, Superset. Yeah, right? Fiery, I have a mighty need for that full mechanics burning Gundam. Black Otter Team says Hathaway's Flash and AOZ kits couldn't be happier. I agree. Eris385 is over there on YouTube. He says, Tim, what do you think about the Master Grade Alex 2.0? It's a step up from the original, but it's still, it could be better. I'm probably not going to buy it. And if I do, it would be to turn it into a Tristan, which I have no plans on doing anyways. William Williams, I'm willing to shell out up to $300 for a perfect grade Sinanju or Sinanju Stein. Either version, I care not. That would be kind of killer. I won't lie. Scuffle, if we don't get shirtless Mika, we didn't really get a Mika. That's true, yeah. Ruslan Bill says, just give us a Master Grade Odysseus and we can take P Bandai stuff from there. So many possibilities. Black Otter Team, just need more moon suits. Yeah, I agree. Master Grade Moon Gundam would be killer. I would love that. Let's see. Jody. Perzaku Girl says, yes, Moon! So many interesting suits in that manga, right? Hope they release Master Grade Lupus soon. Edwin RSA just said that. I agree, man. Alright, let's check our super glue situation here, yeah? And, yep, good to go. Sweet. Alright, so now, this is perfectly locked in position, ready to go. Now we have to cut in our two side pieces here. So to do that, what we're going to do is we need to cut this on a compound angle here just slightly, boop, just to make this fit on the side here because it is at a funky angle. Now, one thing I just noticed here is we had a little bit of super glue spill over onto the other side, and that's going to make it a little, just a teeny tiny little difficult to get this side bar into place. So we're going to just trim some of that away. Not all of it, just enough to get this to lay down. That's a good sound, because that just went through the super glue. And there we go. Now we're in business. Okay, so now we can arrange that. Let's get this cut to length. Good there. And let's get some glue, some fresh glue up in here, right there. Alright, so now put our side strip right in there. Come on, stay on there. Okay, so now what we got to do is we got to fill this, fill the gaps here with super glue. Just like that, and we're gonna kick this, hit this with a little kicker, just like that, and we're gonna let that cure for just a few seconds. Now, get caught up again. Let's see. Donnie's Baxter says, holy shit, Master Grade Tristan is a great project idea. Dude, I think you're up to it. I think Donnie Baxter, Art Inc. by DB on Instagram, is totally up to task for a Master Grade Tristan conversion. What do you guys think? I think yes. I think yes. Donnie, you have your mission, buddy. Scalpel says, I want a Gundam G Self Torque pack in any variant. Yeah, you know what? I won't lie. Gundam G Self in Master Grade, I think would be actually kind of cool, because I would actually buy that, and I would trick that out like crazy. I would. Spider2K2 James says, Tim or anyone else, refresh my memory. There is a Richmond VA event at the Hobbytown USA on Broad Street that Child of Mecha is going to be at, right? On the 17th, yes. Richmond VA, I don't remember the exact address, but Richmond VA on August 17th, which is a Saturday, 2 weeks from tomorrow. Yes, me and Justin both will be there, and from what I've heard, a bunch of people are coming out for that. Nickel Models obviously is going to be there. Pointless Hero, both of those guys from Instagram. Just a bunch of other people. Roku Pla, I believe, is also going to be in attendance. Macho Models, I think, might be there. Nick. And from what I've heard, there are a bunch of other people coming from a while around to come out to that too. So should be fun. Donnie, I think, is going to be there. Donnie, you're going to be there, right? But yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. So, Gamerbud says, after building the high grade recently, I'd love a Master Grade G Self Gundam, and of course the perfect pack, probably P Bandai. Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised, right? Spire2K2, yeah, I won't be able to go, but I may suggest the event for my friend and her son. He loves Legos currently, but I may try to influence him into trying Gunpla. Nice. Kenneth Sim, looking at Tim using his art knife makes me sweat. Dude, right? You know what? You just take your time. You know the capability of the knife, and you know your capability, and you keep your digits out of the way too. So that's the main thing. Spider2K2, he's 7 years old though, so yeah, he may or may not be into Gunpla, right? Black Otter Team, yep, the 17th in Richmond. There we go. Donnie Baxter, whoa, hold your horses. Come on, man, you are totally game. You are totally capable of a Master Grade Tristan conversion. If anybody is, Donnie, I know you are. Come on. Don't front. You know you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on. You're ready for that. I know you are. You're totally ready for it. Do it. Superset 5, what is the release dates for the Master Grade, Barbados, and High Res God Gundam? I do not know. Sorry, man. Do not know. Donnie says, yeah, Broad Street. Okay, cool, in Richmond. Bry Guy, they'll probably be P Bandai, I think, fiery, knowing how they are, right? With the G Gundam, the perfect pack, or whatever it's called. Black Otter Team, Donnie, do it. See, Donnie? I'm not the only one that thinks you're capable. Just saying, man. Just saying. You can do it. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Good. This is all solid. This is ready to go. Here's what we got so far. We're just basically getting the height increased on this piece. I think that's good. We may need to do another round of filling with that super glue in those areas, especially on the front there. But we'll jump that hurdle when we come to it, yeah? That actually is good to go right there. Let's clip this. Okay. And last glue up here. Uh-oh. What we got here? Black Otter Team, new follower. Whoop whoop. Haha. Thank you, man. Welcome. You get a boom Mecha Army. That's awesome. All right. So that's in place there. So now this is what we've got so far. We need to obviously cut the excess off of here. But you know what? We're just concerned about filling the voids and all of that right now. We are not really concerned with aesthetics. We're just trying to get our base set up here so that we can grind this down, file it down, sand it down, flush, and then we get a really good start on this, because what we're trying to accomplish here is get just a little bit of height. That 2 millimeter in height gets us that 1 millimeter cutout on the front and the two sides there, and it gets us those two those two raised bits there on the corner, which looks really, really nice on this. So that's what we're trying to go for. All of this for that. Yeah, a lot of work, but I would hope you'd agree that totally worth it, right? Totally worth it. So we're going to let this cure for just a second here. Ruslam says, come on, Donnie, use the Master Grade Alex 1.0 for a base. No, don't do that. Use the 2.0. God, no. Not the 1.0. Fiery says, sigh, at this point I'm desperate for anything. Yeah. Ruslam says, Fiery, there are some great giveaways going on, like the Team Awful one. Yeah, Team Awful. Gunpla Geo has one going on. I don't know when. I don't know. I don't really keep up on the giveaways too much, I'll be honest with you. It's just one of those things. Let's see. Woobish says, will you have any of your merch with you on the 19th? No, man, I don't usually carry anything. Maybe stickers. But then I'll just, I usually just kind of give those out to people. So, yeah. One of those things. But like shirts and hats, no, I don't usually sell those at, places where I'm at. It's just not something I do. You know what I mean? One of those things. Let's see. Excuse me. Ruslam says, yes, Nubs. There's a Team Awful giveaway. Yes, Nubs. Ruslam says. Julio says, I didn't know there was one going on. Well, now you do, I guess, right? Let's see. Bright Guy says, "Oh, Julio is lost." Seems like it. Phil builds stuff. LOL. Oops. Right? Word up, mad lurking. Julio says. Mega's with us. Giant Mega Robot. What's going on, man? He says, "Evening, Tim." Evening, buddy. That's good to see you, man. Woobish says, "Cool. Yeah." All right. So we're gonna check to see what our super glue looks like here, because it should be completely set up. Yes, it is. All right, now comes the fun part. Now we have to grind this down and shape this up and get this into the same exact shape as this surface area here. So, fun times, you guys. Fun times. All right, so we're going to put our super glue away. We're going to put our kicker away. We're going to pop that over there. We're going to get that out of the way, the little plastic strip. Now we can come in here and we can start clipping the excess off of here, right? Because we don't need this stuff pretty much anymore. But I don't want to clip it down to nothing, because we want enough there to sand down flush with the existing part, right? We don't want to take that off per se. All right, good. So now we've got this trimmed down to nice, manageable look here, right? So the next part is we got to get the Dremel out, because we're gonna Dremel the high points off of here, and then we're gonna go back with the bastard file. We're gonna knock it down a little bit more. And then we'll go back with the jeweler's file. We'll knock it down a little bit more. Then we'll come back with the sandpaper. And hopefully by then it'll be nice and flush. So, here we go. Oh. And by the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't say, make sure you're using safety glasses when you're using power tools. It's just smart. You don't want to lose your eyes. All right. Here we go. Right there. Okay. All right. So there we go. We've knocked down the high points, right? So now that's looking a little bit more manageable here. So, but what we got to do, we still got a mess, right? So we need to get this evened up. Big old bastard file. I know. It looks overkill, right? But it's so totally not, you guys. It's not overkill. I'm telling you that right now. This is a great tool when used in moderation. And essentially all we're doing right now is we're just taking the high points down, right? That's all we're doing. We're just taking the high points down. We're not trying to even it up. We're not trying to get it perfectly matched or anything. We are just trying to even up our mess here, and we're trying to knock it down to the same level as the existing piece, right? Ooh, that's getting real nice though. That's getting real nice though. So since this is a little curved, you just want to rock it back and forth just a little bit. That's real nice. That's real nice. We're just gonna kind of leave that be right there. We'll just knock down the corner a bit, and then we'll go on our side surfaces here. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. That side's good. That side's getting there. Knock that corner bevel down just a teensy weensy bit. Okay. All right, so that is a whole hell of a lot better. Look at that. That's a lot better than what it was before that I just showed you, right? And that's just with heavy tools, as you know, as far as I consider. Well, what I would consider heavy tools, especially for scale modeling. You know, the Dremel is like a sledgehammer, you guys. It is not surgical equipment at any rate in terms of hobby use. So I very rarely pull out the Dremel, right? Fiery says, yeah, what's the extension thing called? It's so useful. Oh, this is called, this is a flex shaft, for those of you guys that are wondering. I know Terry was talking about it. So yeah, this is, it's basically like a pen, right? But it is attached to your Dremel like that. It just screws on to the end of the Dremel where the bit would normally go. And then I have a hook over here on my desk, and I just hang the Dremel here, and it's just a nice little thing. This is called a flex shaft. This is an old version. So the new version looks very, very different from this, so don't be surprised. I got this 15 years ago. So this is a very, very old version. I doubt that they look like this anymore. But yes, this is the flex shaft. I think there's something like called a Stilo or something like that Dremel makes too. You guys might want to take a look into that as well. So yeah. Kenneth Sims says, just pick up a set of Mr. Hobby metal file, man. They're good quality files. Definitely. I just like my bastard file because it's big and it's mean and it's awesome. And Phil says it's also fun to say bastard file. Bastard file. Terry T says, I really need to get that extension tube for the Dremel. Yes. Eris 385 just got the Sinanju Stein. What kits work to bash with it? Oh, the Zaku High Mobility. That works well, right? No, man, you know what? You can, with some effort, you can bash any kit together with any other kit. So, just, yeah. Let's see, Fiery. Oh, that sounds like a bad thing to Google. Flex chat. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Rusam says, Eris, any kit you want, though I might caution against a Haro Stein. I don't know, man. The Stein with a Haro for a head might look actually pretty damn funny. I don't know. Ooh, Spider2K2 just gave me a really good idea. He says, Tim, your bastard file should have its own effect when mentioned in the stream, right? That's actually a pretty good idea. Like when I don't use this a lot, but when I do, it's an occasion, right? So when I pull it out, hit a button, and it goes, bastard file, something like that. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. So it might happen. Anyway, all right. So we went through the Dremel, we went through the bastard file. Now it's time to get a little finer in our detail, in our grinding, in our filing. So now it's just two camera. Now it's just a good old needle file. And this is just a standard, this is a generic Nicholson file that you can get pretty much anywhere here in the States. So yeah, that's what I got. That's what I'm going to use, right? So, all right. So now we can kind of get in a little closer on this guy and really kind of go to work and start shaping this thing to a bit of more precision, right? And we're just going to go around this whole surface here and just basically just start really evening this whole thing up and making it look really, really good. And by the time we're done with the needle files, this will pretty much be good to go. We'll give it a final sanding just to make sure everything's dead ass flat and completely even, so it'll pass the fingernail test. But this is gonna get you probably 90% of the way there. So yeah. Brandon says just have some ODB. Nice for the bastard file, right? Fiery says Amazon says flex shafts are like $20 or so. Not bad. Yeah, no, that's not bad at all. That's a good buy. I think that's a good buy. Well worth it, especially in terms of dexterity and everything. But you know, this is the one thing to keep in mind, guys. This is the big thing about Dremels. You shouldn't have to use it a lot. You should hardly ever have to use it, right? Think of the Dremel as a sledgehammer. You're not going to need a sledgehammer to drive in a little pin or something like that, right? That's too much overkill. Mind you, I love overkill. That's a bit too much, and it can get messy. So if you think you need it, buy it. Don't just buy it to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway. Julius Sampson says, I will have to watch the rest of the stream this weekend. I have to be up at 3:20 in the morning. Ugh. Sarge, thank you for watching, buddy. Good night. Have a wonderful weekend, sir. Whew. 3:20 in the morning. Ugh. Nope. Not me. Not me. All right. So this is already looking really, really good here, and this is starting to pass the fingernail test really well. So I'm pretty happy with where we're at now. We just need to thin down this kind of edge here and start rounding this over a bit, because there's a little more material there than I would have liked at this point. So actually, let's get that bastard file out to make short work of this. Oh yeah, much better. Much, much better now. Okay. Like I said, we're just going back and forth on this thing, and we're just taking it down to where the super glue is only noticeable in this gap here. That's all we need. That's all we want. So we keep going. We're almost there. Oh yeah, that's nice and close. Over here, this area right here, oh, focus. Cancel. My phone went off. Anyway, this area right over here is nice and even already, but here it's kind of high right here, and there's some super glue creeping out into this area. We just want it in that gap, like I said. So we just continue to shape, and that's the thing. You continue to shape until you reach that limit of what you want. And then you stop. It's as simple as that. Man, we are getting close. We are getting close. Reinforce that bevel there. And by reinforcing, I'm basically just filing that down even to where it's just a nice strong bevel, because we're gonna need to sand this top surface, so that's going to get taken down a little bit. So that's going to tame the extreme nature of sanding right here, right? So not bad. So now what we can do is, now we can take our coarse grit sandpaper and just go on this side here and just really smooth this out and just even the whole surface. Okay. So now that's coarse grit. We're going to come back with a fine grit, but man, that right there, that's passing the fingernail test every single time, you guys. That's nice. That's nice. Cool. All right, so let's see here. Let's get caught up real quick, shall we? JD is over there on YouTube. He says, hey, y'all. Just popping in to say, hey, Tim, thanks again for all the advice. This hobby is coming along great. Just laid some strips down. Sweet, dude. I saw that. I think I saw yours on Instagram, and it's looking really good, man. That's awesome. Airs385. Watching Tim work is like watching Bob Ross paint. I hope in a good way. I really do. God, I hope so. Brandon says, I've been using a set of diamond needle files, but they clog up pretty fast, so went out today and got a regular set and some clamps from Harbor Freight tonight. Excellent. The diamond files are usually good for like metal and stuff like that, very light work. They don't work really well on plastic. So, yeah, just one of those things. Eris385 says yes in a good way. Cool. That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. Oh, man. All right, so now we're going to attack the top surface here and start getting that evened out. We did most of the work here with the bastard file. Bastard file, right? So we're not going to have too much here to go with the needle file. Maybe just in the corners where the bastard file just didn't do such an amazing job, but on most of the surface it did great. And stop regularly and check your work, right? Now, another suggestion, you guys, is when you're doing something involved like this, like you know, grafting plastic onto the top here, you see me doing a lot of this and then switching it up and kind of going like this way or making circles. Vary your filing path, because that will help even the surfacing out a great deal. Nice. That looks really good. Really, really good. All right, so just get this corner here. Yeah, that looks great. Excellent. All right, so now we come back with the coarse sandpaper again and just kick this whole surface, this whole plane of plastic right here. Just kick that with the coarse sandpaper, and that will start to blend this whole thing just perfectly. And again, change directions. Yeah. Money. That's passing the fingernail test every single time, you guys. Every single time. Perfect. Perfect. And that's looking really quite nice. Yeah. Really quite nice. Alright, so now all that's left is this side. And then even up the bevels and stuff like that real quick after that. So then this will be ready for notching out and stuff. We'll get the back trimmed down here a little bit later. That's not a huge endeavor right this second. Okay, so far so good. Just have a little bit of extra super glue here up in the corner here where the bevel is, but that's working down quite nice. Okay. Really good, really good, really, really good. Alright, so now we'll just reinforce that bevel here. Not too bad. Okay, now, coarse sandpaper. Like I said, just work the majority of the surface here just to smooth out any filing lines or surfaces or anything like that that you might have filed into it, because sometimes, especially with curved surfaces and slightly curved surfaces like this, you'll file a plane on the surface very flat, and then it'll stand out. That's not what you want. You don't want that. You want to go back and blend it in with the sandpaper. The sandpaper will blend and feather everything really, really nicely. So do that. All right, so now, before we move on, we want to even up this top surface. So to do that, we're going to pull out our sanding block here. And let's get this cleaned off because this is kind of a mess right now. So old toothbrush meets sanding block, and goodbye sanding dust. Just like that. So now, we'll take this and we'll just kind of very easily and very gently and evenly just try to even out that whole surface there. Maybe even hit it with the bastard file. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Yeah. That's looking good and even. Now we're going to come back with the... That was 400. We're going to come back with the 600 here. We're going to just polish that up a bit. Not too bad. I think this side over here is a bit high. So we're going to come back and we're going to sand this in the opposite direction of what we sanded it before. And that should knock it down to roughly the same height. Let's do a little bit of a matchup here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. All right, cool. So there's our piece, extended by 2 millimeters. We grafted the plastic onto the back. You're never going to see this because we're going to trim it down and everything, and you're only going to see maybe that much anyway. So it's not going to be a big deal what this back side surface looks like. You're never going to see it, right? But this is completely cleaned, and man, passing the fingernail test like crazy. Whole 9 yards. It looks really good. Now, just to flatten out the bevels here, we're just going to use our sanding block and just kind of ride that bevel right down the line. And there we go. That piece done. Finito at this point. So let's get into super zoom here real quick, and let me kind of show you where we're at this point. Yeah. Super zoom. Here we go. Boom. Here we are. Okay, so there you can see how everything matches up and looks nice and even, right? Especially in the gaps and everything. That is just butter smooth here at this point. We need to even the back ends up here on both sides. So there's a little unevenness over there, but in terms of the actual gap, yeah, clean, 100% clean. And then when you go to prime this and paint this, you will never see this. You will never see the gap, and it will look completely like it was molded in. So, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's get out of super zoom. Okay, so now the next thing to do is to tackle the notches, right? Now to do that, we need to pull out one of our scribing jigs. And where is it? Here it is. So our 1mm L-shaped scribing jig, right? That's all we need. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our scribing jig real quick to draw a line around the top border. We added 2mm. We're going to take a millimeter away. So just like that, all the way around, nice and even, yeah? But first, what we've got to do is we've got to find our little angles here, right? So, an easy way to find your angles is, again, use your scribing jig. This is your 3.2mm scribing jig. We're going to match that up with the surface, and then we're going to make a mark right there. That's going to be the end of our bevel. And now we're going to come back with, where's the 2? Here's the 2. That in the same position, and then we're going to mark that, and there is our second mark. That's where our bevel is going to be, right? That's where it's going to start and where it's going to stop. So you can kind of see what I mean with that, right? So it's going to start on this border line, and it's going to start right there at that cross, and then it's going to go up to that other line at the top. Okay? All right, so now what we've got to do is we're going to, again, use our 1mm scribing jig, and we're going to come in with our 0.2mm chisel. And we're going to scribe this line up to that point. And that's going to become our cut line. Now, holding all this together, a little tricky. But once you get that into a perfect position, just like that, then you can go about starting your line. Okay, so once you have the line started, then you can take the scribing jig away, and you can just basically go in freehand and just really deepen that line up there. You don't have to go all the way through with this. Because what you're going to do, you can take your nippers and make sure you have a nice sharp kind of nipper like this, right? And just clip right down to that point. And then if you've scribed deep enough, you can just kind of clip it off there. And then there you have your cutout. Just like that. Pretty simple. Now what I do is to come back in here with a nice sharp knife and just kind of even all that up, make the cutout nice and sharp and crispy there. But now you can kind of see how that's going to look very, very similar, right? So do this all the way around. Do this up the front, up on front, on the sides, on the bottom too. So I'll probably tackle that over this weekend and repeat that same process on the front and on the other side. But since we've showed you guys the first side, that's probably good enough, right? Hopefully. Brandon says looks great. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that, buddy. Cheers. Everybody's so quiet. But there's a ton of you on here. So you're like... There's Mikkel. What's going on, buddy? He says, those parts look fuego. Thank you. Thank you, Mikkel. Appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that. So, man, oh man. William Williams says, watching you with bated breath. Aw, Will, thank you, man. So, Mikkel says, nothing much. Just chilling on a Friday, I guess, right? Eris says, 385. It's like night and day comparing the two. Yeah. Just because, it looks, yeah. Because one's finished and one's not, right? What are you going to do? But we'll get there. We'll get it there, right? So we'll continue on Monday. So programming note for you guys next week. Monday, again, will unfortunately be the only normal live stream next week. There will be Mechanism on Friday. But I have to go up to New York. Not the city, unfortunately. Just for a day trip for work. And before anybody asks, I'm not going to have any time to do anything, so I apologize in advance. I'm driving up 4 hours, doing my shoot, driving back 4 hours, and I got nothing in between. So, yeah, no time at all. 8 hours in a car that day is not going to be fun, so having any extra time is not going to be possible. What that means, I have to wake up super early on Thursday, so I'm going to need to get my my Z's on Wednesday night. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, primo mileage. So that just goes to the pay for GMC, SCGMC fund. So, good stuff there, right? Kenneth Sims says, is Tim doing the Char month build? No. You know what? I know a bunch of people are, and I'm actually part of the group kind of behind the scenes and stuff like that. But I will not be taking part in the Char month build off. I just don't have time for it. I just don't have time. Otako13JTB, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Thank you for watching. But unfortunately, no, I just won't have time for it. It's just one of those things. So, I got this to do. So, yeah. William Williams, I'm snapping Bandai Star Wars First Order Stormtrooper while working. Next week I get to fly home for vacation. Awesome, dude. That's great. That's great to hear. Julio says, testing Team Awful's Hangouts. Whoa-oh. Watch out now. Mikkel wants to see the Zaku arm. Alright. Alright, Mikkel. Just real quick for you, man. Boom. There you go. Julio says, gonna bug you about streaming to YouTube, Tim. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Absolutely, Julio. Just hit me up. I got you. I got you covered. So, yeah. So, Mikkel, you good? He says, sweet. All right, rocking. I assume so. Mikkel, if you need any other pictures, just tell me, and I'll message you pictures or whatever if you need details or something. So, yeah. He says, are you going to add something else to it? Yeah, probably some metal details and stuff like that. But I don't know. I may be done with the arm. I don't know. I just kind of cooled off on the arm for right now. I just moved on to the side skirts. So, yeah. Eris385 says that Heat Hawk is badass as always. Thank you, man. That was a group effort, and the name Moa Hawk is credited to Bailey. So, yeah. Mikkel says, just reference on something I want to do as well. Cool. Not bad, though. Not bad. Get out of here, Mikkel. Killing me. Not bad, though. This guy. Oh, man. All right, you guys, so midnight, 12:02, I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. I got a class tomorrow, so, hey, if you can make it out to Laurel, Maryland Hobby Works tomorrow, man, we would love to see you. Manny, Julio, y'all need to get to bed because you got a 4-hour drive ahead of you tomorrow, boys, so hurry up, get down here, and let's kick this thing in its ass and have some fun tomorrow. So, tomorrow... we're going to be doing the scale model photography in Laurel, Maryland here at the Hobby Works. So, yeah, come on out for that, right? So, Alex Bruce says, being a modeler, you're never done with the kit. You got to choose when to be done. Dude, Alex, I couldn't, you know what? Here. You get one of those for that, man. I totally agree with you, brother. 100%, man. 100%. You are never really done. You just need to decide to be done, right? That's a good call. That's a good call. So, yeah. So, guys, tomorrow, hopefully we can live stream the class tomorrow. It may be a bit of a challenge, but we're going to try to pull it off. So keep an eye out for the social medias. Tomorrow we start at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So it's in about 13 hours from now. So it should be fun. Anyway, all right, you guys. I will see you on Monday. And we're going to pick this thing up and hopefully get to the scribing part and the details and stuff like that on this. So have a wonderful night. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Build something cool. I'll see you guys on Monday.